And here we go with another show on the final score. Coach Barry Elliott with you. And we look forward to today because we got a very special show today. We're going to have an interview with Coach Payne from Nasman River. Nasman River Warriors. They're having a great season. And I tell you what. Oh, but don't worry. We're going to have the head coach, Kanye's on. Justin's going to be here. So you maintain and hold on because the final score is next. Well, we're back with more of the final score. Coach Barry Elliott with you here. And today we got a very special guest with us. And I got to tell you, these guys over here, and I ain't going to tell you who they are. I'm going to let him tell you. But they're balling right now. And it's one thing as a coach I do. Between the lines, we combat. But outside the lines is nothing but admiration and respect. Because when a coach is doing a good job at a school, we need to know about it. We need to talk about it. Because there's so many negative things to talk about. But I got to tell you, this guy right here, Coach Payne, he's a motivator, unbelievable guy. I'm going to let him speak for himself because he knows how to do that. How you doing, Coach Payne?
How you doing, Coach Barry? Appreciate all the accolades and I tell you, man, when I first met you, it just makes me want to be not only a good coach but a better man. So thank you for all you do first.
Wow, Coach, wow, coming from you, seriously, I mean that means a lot because you gave me an opportunity to come and share with your gentlemen. And
yes, sir.
The thing that Coach Payne and I we were talking about, Joe's our producer. We call him Whispers. You'll see why in a minute. But he came to me, Joe, and he asked me to come speak to his men. Well, the thing was, he said to me, he says, "Man, I saw you as a person. I saw you," and I was like, "Wow, man, it's appreciative, man, that people can see what you really, really want people to see." Go ahead, Coach.
And I appreciate that, Coach. On the behalf of my head coach, Justin Conyers, we have a vision over at Nasman River. A lot of people think it's like overnight success, but
right.
when I say we're big on the small things,
yes, sir.
Because the big leagues, everybody sees it. Everybody knows that's an issue. But we like to pinpoint: are we wearing the correct socks? Are we wearing uniform at practice? Are we doing everything we're doing, the little things, to get the overall outcome? And that's just been successful on the field and off the field.
Listen to what he said. He said, correct socks. And I'm going to commend you on something. When I saw your football team, I knew how your football team was going to be dressed because I saw your coaching staff. See,
and that's and you on to some, Coach. Like Coach Connie, when I said, and I always give my leaders props. If our players don't have their shirt tucked, and the new thing now, the kids want their backpack out. They want, their T-shirt hanging, different colored cleats, socks, and those are individuals. And team football is the ultimate team sport. Yeah, you can get stats on players, but the ultimate team sport, and I tell you, a lot of teams lose before they even hit the field.
Yes, sir, they do. Yes, sir. And I when I saw you guys come out that night, I was talking to one of your ex-coaches, Ian, and I said,
yes,
"Man,
sir.
Look at them guys." Because I'm impressed with a real football team. I'm sorry, bro. I'm impressed with that because I know how far that can go.
And it's not no faking with us on Monday.
No, trust me.
We're
that's
so
not
hard
fake
on
y'all,
our
man.
coaches looking the part.
Right.
I think you should be able to tell. You look at some staff, some sidelines. You can't tell a player from the coach, and it makes a difference how your coach carrying and stuff, how he talking. That's why I was just talking to Coach Conyers. Eventually, we need to bring leadership coaching clinic here, back annually, and because it start with the coaches. We never, when we fail or when we lose, over at National River, we never blame the kids.
Right.
If your team is not prepared, if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, it's on the coach because you put them on that field.
That's right. That's right. That's a fact, man. And the one thing I've learned from you, and it was the coach's 757 that you put on.
Yes, sir.
And I was there that year, and I was sitting there, man, and I watched what you did. But I saw, because of my background in broadcasting, coach, and being in television, I know professionalism when I see it because I have a trained eye for it now.
Yes,
And I
sir.
saw what you did. But see, what people don't see is, Coach Payne, you live that off the field. See, it's not
Oh, yeah.
something that comes from you on the few minutes you walk in the locker room.
Yes,
You,
sir.
I'm talking about you, what I know of you live it, man. And and,
And I
and you have
appreciate
impressed
that,
me.
Coach.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta call it the way I see it. You made a person on my life as a coach to make me to understand how to really conduct myself as a coach, man. And I appreciate
And
that about you, brother.
you absolutely right. Especially, I think about Norfolk. It's good athletes over there. It's good people over there. But you have to start. Every time we have a casualty or a young man lose his life, I hear adults on the news. This got to stop. And I always say, what are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? We have,
That's right.
as a coach, you touch so many young men lives that that's the time that you try to bring them up to do the right thing. And I tell parents, when the kids make low grades, take them away from football is not the answer because you're keeping him off the street,
Yes, sir.
and you have a chance to mentor him and build him up. So all of this stuff ties together.
Well, see, I knew. So I told you. I knew this conversation with you was going to be more about real life, and
Yes, sir.
football will have a way of working its way in.
Yes, sir.
I didn't
Now,
have no intention of really talking about Nazman. Look, bro, y'all, when you're 3-0, there's nothing else to even say about them guys because they're
and
doing
and
what
you
they're
and you
supposed to do.
absolutely right, Coach. Football is secondary to
It's
us,
secondary,
and we
man.
tell everybody: are you going to be the greatest? Are we like our kids to wear Naz and River gear when they at the mall, when they out in public? Because that's your biggest advertising right there.
Yeah, man.
Our kids, before we let you go, we tell our parents, trust us with our kids, your kids, and you're going to see a difference at the end. It's not about always wins and losses because after football, that's what we worried about. Will you represent saying, yeah, I proudly graduated from National Rep?
Wow, man. Because at the end of the game that night, I saw Rashawn, one of our kids who came over, and I
Yes,
grabbed
sir.
Rashawn, and I didn't talk about the game. I said, man, I'm proud of you, man. I love you, man. And that kid hugged me. And I said, just keep doing a good job, but keep your head
And that's
focused
what it's
on who you
about,
post.
Coach.
Yeah, man.
When we won, the games we won, you look at our kids. We ain't celebrating. We ain't, all exciting. Yes,
No.
winning feel good, but it go a lot more detail.
And
It's
you
a
know what I
lot of
heard
stuff
y'all
we
say?
still not doing right that we got to fix.
It's crazy. I heard y'all say, and when we were shaking hands, come out the field, and the first thing that came out of your coaching staff was, "Yo, man, if we can help y'all anyway, man, let us know."
Yes,
And
sir.
and I looked at it, and I was like, "Wow," because when we look at the game of football right now, and I told her I'm mainly sticking with local. I'm not trying to do NFL. I'm not trying to do major colleges. We're going to do some Norfolk
Yes,
State,
sir.
Hampton. Our local backyard is full of solid product, man.
Yes, sir.
But we got some solid coaches, and that's why it's competitive. Because when I meet guys like you, and I meet guys like Archie. Archie's over there, and he's going through his growing pains right now at Green
Yes,
Bay.
sir. But
But I'm
he's
gonna
a
tell you
class
something.
act
When
guy.
we played them last Friday night, Coach, I went up to him and I said, "Hey, look, man, I see a difference in the way this team is playing right now." He
Yep.
says, "Man," he
Yes,
said, "Man," and
sir.
they kind of like you can't see it when you're in the fire. A lot of times you can't see it when you're under fire, But when the smoke clears, and you still standing, oh man, you know what you did, you know. And I
Yes,
told him, I
sir.
said, man, this.
And you
Go
you
ahead, coach.
you own to something. You own to something, coach, because a lot of coaches now, man, might be too tough on the kids going to transfer. And I tell a lot of coaches, if our kids leave our program, what we do for them, cook for them, check grades, just mental, all the work we do. And if they leave us, they was never ours in the first place. So,
Yeah.
and we tell our parents that, we love our kids,
Yes,
but
sir.
at the end of the day, our kid gotta want to be there, and the parent gotta support us to keep
Boy,
them there.
bottom line, man.
So,
Hey, look, bro. I tell you what. I appreciate you just taking this few minutes out. I'm not gonna hold your time. You're busy. I'm getting ready to go to school, get to practice too. So,
yes, sir. Well,
but
coach, man, you could talk for hours,
oh
man.
man,
I
we
get
could talk. Hey,
chills.
look, we're gonna talk again on this show again, bro. We are. We are.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for all you do. 757 is back alive. It's great football here.
yeah,
Great
man.
coaches, great leaders. And, I know it's a competitive sport, and on that week we play each other, we got to go against each other. But
Yes,
at
sir.
the end of the day,
Yeah, man.
we have to put our ego aside for the kids because it's bigger than us.
Hey, man. And on that note, it's bigger than us. I want to thank you, Coach Payne. Coach Payne from Nasman River. Those guys are 3-0. And when you hear this man
Yes,
talk,
sir.
now you understand why. Hey, you have a nice day, Coach, okay?
All right.
Hey, this is the
Thank you,
final
Coach. God
score.
bless.
I'm Coach Elliott, and we'll be back with more right after this.